revisit the iconic stars of Dances with Wolves, then versus now. Stick around, because some of these transformations might just blow your mind. Don't blink, or you'll miss the best ones. Kevin Costner bet everything on Dances with Wolves, winning Best Director. But his career faced the massive financial disaster of Waterworld. Despite a costly 2023 divorce and leaving Yellowstone over scheduling conflicts, he mortgaged his Santa Barbara estate to fund his passion project, Horizon, proving he still plays by his own risky rules. Earning an Academy Award nomination for playing Stands with a Fist, Mary McDonnell didn't fade away. She commanded the screen as President Roslin in Battlestar Galactica and led Major Crimes for 6 seasons. Today, she remains active in Hollywood, recently voicing characters in The Witcher anime and starring in the Netflix series The Fall of the House of Usher. Graham Greene's soulful portrayal of Kicking Bird earned him an Oscar nod, launching a career spanning over 160 credits, including The Green Mile. He famously survived a severe bout of depression in the late 90s. Currently, he appears in Echo and The Last of Us, cementing his status as Hollywood's go-to Indigenous elder. Immortalized as the fierce wind. In his hair, Rodney A. Grant used his platform to advocate for Native American youth and fetal alcohol syndrome awareness. While his acting roles slowed down after Ghosts of Mars, he remains a prominent figure in the powwow circuit and recently appeared in the 2024 film Cottonmouth. Tantoo Cardinal, who played Black Shawl, became a member of the Order of Canada for her contributions to Indigenous arts. Unafraid of controversy, she was arrested in 2011 while protesting the Keystone XL pipeline at the White House. She recently gained massive acclaim playing Lizzie Q in Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. Robert Pastorelli provided comic relief as the crude Timmons, later finding fame on Murphy Brown. However, his life spiraled after his girlfriend's suspicious shooting death in his home. Pastorelli died from a narcotic overdose in 2004, leaving behind a legacy shadowed by unresolved questions and personal demons rather than just his on-screen humor. Floyd. Red Crow Westerman brought gravitas as Chief 10 Bears, a role mirroring his real-life activism with the American Indian movement. A renowned country singer who collaborated with Willie Nelson, he spent decades fighting for Indigenous rights. Westerman continued acting until his health declined, passing away from leukemia complications in 2007. Maury Chaykin delivered a chilling performance as the unhinged Major Fambro before wetting his pants and taking his own life on screen. A celebrated character actor, he later starred as the lead in A&E's A Nero Wolfe Mystery. Chaykin remained a staple of Canadian television until he passed away from kidney complications in 2010. Wes Studi terrified audiences as the ruthless Pawnee warrior, a villainous streak he perfected in The Last of the Mohicans. He made history as the first Native American actor to receive an honorary Oscar in 2019. Now, he continues to land major roles, recently starring in Reservation Dogs and providing wisdom on the Great North. Charles Rocket, playing Lieutenant Elgin, was infamous for dropping an F-bomb on Saturday Night Live, getting him fired. Despite rebuilding his career in Dumb and Dumber and Hocus Pocus, he battled mostly private struggles. In a shocking turn of events, Rocket was found dead in his Connecticut field in 2005. Jimmy Herman played the Elder Stone Calf, adding authenticity to the film's tribal council scenes. He was a dedicated counselor for Native addiction programs in Canada when not filming projects like North of 60 and The X-Files. Herman passed away in 2013, remembered as much for his community service as his acting. Michael Spears began his career as the young warrior Otter, a role that launched him into global stardom as a teen heartthrob. He successfully transitioned to adult roles, playing a tribal chairman in Yellowstone and appearing in 1923. Today, he is a drummer for a traditional drum group and remains active in the industry. Kirk Baltz, seen here as Edwards, is best known for the gruesome scene in Reservoir Dogs where his ear gets sliced off. He shifted focus from Hollywood blockbusters to education, founding a renowned acting school. Currently, he travels internationally conducting intensive workshops, helping the next generation of actors hone their craft. Tom Everett played the trigger-happy Sergeant Pepper, who tries to shoot two socks, making him instantly hated by audiences. A prolific character actor with over 100 credits, including Air Force One and Helter Skelter, he remains a working actor. Most recently, he appeared in the 2023 biographical drama Sound of Freedom. Larry Joshua, the brutal Sergeant Bauer who interrogates Dunbar, was once married to casting director Sharon Bialy. He had a steady run on the musical fiasco Cop Rock and appeared in The X-Files. While his screen presence has diminished, he recently surfaced in the indie film The Lair, maintaining a low profile. Doris Leader Charge wasn't just Pretty Shield. She was the film's actual Lakota language instructor, teaching Costner every line phonetically. A respected educator at Sinta Gleska University, she ensured the film's cultural accuracy. She remained a pillar of her community on the Rosebud Reservation until she passed away in 2001. Annie Costner, Kevin's real-life daughter, made her cameo as the young Christine running from the Pawnee. She stepped out of her father's shadow not as an actress, but as a producer and founder of Sound Off Films. She now focuses on creating environmental documentaries, including works for Katy Perry and the Plastic Pollution Coalition. Nathan Lee. Chasing his horse stole hearts as the young smiles a lot, but his life took a horrific turn. In 2015, he was arrested and accused of leading The Circle, a cult involved in sex trafficking and abuse. Currently, he is incarcerated in Nevada, facing essentially a life sentence for his extensive crimes. Steve Reevis played the stoic scout Chato, leveraging his distinct look for roles in Fargo and The Longest Yard. He grew up on the Blackfeet Reservation and worked as a stunt rider before acting. Sadly, after a career playing tough enforcers, Reevis passed away from undisclosed causes at a hospital in Montana in 2017.